Yo, listen up, class. This right here, this is my autoethnography. In the form of words with rhythm, no, this is not an autobiography. Now, heads up while I school you, because this is a collaboration of my life told through others' representations as a community college student. But wait, before I go any further, let me take it back to the beginning. When I was born and started seeing, living, and believing. I'm a Chamorro warrior from the island of Guam, raised in Cali, so you know I'm just that bomb.com. Pacific Islander, I rep to my very last breath, but now in Seattle, living and smoking. Smoking will be the cause of my death. From the way that I speak, like, what? Yeah, everyone thought I was a pothead. But in reality, man, I'm just a good kid with books, got them smarts in my head. My family knew I was a smart kid, just indecisive and lazy to boot. Now I'm on my own, gotta make it big with a tie and my very own suit. See, one day after school, I came home to fall asleep and say hello. Then my parents stopped me and asked, son, what the hell are you gonna do? They said, Adrian, boy, you have no plans, no college applications, a poor job, and no military occupations. All we want from you is to move on with your life. Don't get stuck in this dead-end town and live your life with strife. At least move somewhere else in the world and explore. So I took up my uncle's offer and moved to the northwestern shore. See, if it were not for my uncle pushing me along, for being there and being headstrong, I would not be here if it were not for him. See, I was just living life without a whim, sinking into the waves, not knowing how to swim, letting this numbness feeling crawl throughout my body and limbs. But now it's been 2 years since high school and I'm back in class. Full-time employee and I'm still lower than middle class. No financial aid because I made a mistake. One mistake, so now I'm broke every week because I can't catch a break. All I ever do is just pay and pay and pay, but I'm back. And it feels really good. Working towards my future and leaving my old neighborhood of sitting on porches, drinking and smoking. I say this to all my brothers and sisters who are in the same predicament. Let's beat this system. Instead of working too hard for too little, not going anywhere, let's go to school and live hard, work little and do whatever everywhere. But it's a tough battle getting there. Filled with tricks and trouble. When you got teachers speaking a new language, all I'm hearing is babble. Now I ain't the kind to complain too much, but when the teacher starts speaking, my brain needs a crutch. I feel they expect a lot from us, but teach, you better stop before I start to cuss, cause my brain ain't what it used to be. It's filled with that nasty red rust. I think you need to change your methods or at least adjust to go over the basics a bit with us to discuss, and hopefully I won't look at your homework with such disgust. Now don't get me wrong, I love walking into this classroom, learning new things, but some days it's like I'm walking towards my doom. Talk about David Bartholomew's inventing the university. Appropriate the discourse, wrong. The discourse is appropriating me, and it feels like my brain's going down like I'm drowning 10 feet under sea. Nearly there. Now if only I could catch my breath and swim for air, I would not be stuck in this ocean I call despair. But did you forget that you were one of us not long ago, trying to find your way through college to learn and grow? Maybe you were fast, or maybe you were slow. But before you assume to know more about what we should know, think about how different each of us is. Just freshmen, straight out of high school, and now we don't come bearing knowledge, we come to seek out your knowledge. We need to try to learn your language. Why not try to learn some of ours? You want us to appropriate your discourse? Then sure, I'll steal your speech, but on my terms, and use it how I want it need, not to your form. I thank you much, but I'm glad we're done with your educational platform. Lately though, as class moves on, it's all about Mary Louise Pratt and her autoethnography. A reaction from the context zone, a literary art form that contains such terms as bilingualism, critique, and parody. A manifesto or chronicle created by those subjugated by the cultures that collide in the context zone. In a sense, us students are those whom are powerless, while the teachers are those with authority to oppress. They have the knowledge that we don't have, but we need it to succeed our past. But how can we when they leap straight into the lesson? No thought for those whose knowledge has lessened, leaving us behind to claw our way up. To reach that blessed mountaintop, we need to speed up. But it's hard when you forgot the most basic skills. When all you're concerned about is how to pay your next bills. This is the end of my autoethnography. That which was forced down upon me like gasoline down my throat in a movie scene. I think I did this right, hopefully. Otherwise, I must have failed miserably. Well, I'm done now. This was kind of interesting. Hope you had fun now learning about me.